Unveil the captivating history of hacking in this thought-provoking YouTube video. Delve into the origins of the internet, where hackers emerged as pioneers, transforming colossal room-sized computers into powerful tools. Witness their audacious endeavors as they tinker, enhance, and generously share their discoveries, shaping the course of hacking. Embark on a journey through time as we explore the evolution of hacking, starting from its humble beginnings of accessing telephone lines for free long-distance calls. Discover the various types of hacking that emerged, from ethical hacking aimed at securing systems to malicious hacking that poses threats to individuals and organizations. Join us as we peer into the future of hacking, where technology continues to advance at an unprecedented pace. Gain insights into the potential challenges and opportunities that lie ahead, and contemplate the ethical implications surrounding this ever-evolving field. Definition: hacking commonly denotes the act of illicitly penetrating a network or an individual's computer. Moreover, hacking typically entails more than mere accessing of these networks, as it involves manipulating systems or security measures in order to achieve an objective unrelated to the system's intended purpose. The origins of hacking did not involve encrypting files of individuals and businesses for ransom. Initially, hackers were students at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology in the 50s and 60s who devised clever solutions to problems or played practical jokes, like placing a replica of a campus police car on the school's Great Dome. However, as time passed, the perception and definition of hackers transformed, and now a hacker is commonly associated with someone attempting to exploit individuals or companies, stealing personal and financial information to sell on the dark web. Understanding hacker categories. 1. White hat hackers are individuals who actively search for vulnerabilities or weaknesses in large companies. Once they discover these flaws, they promptly inform the company's technology or security teams. In return, these ethical hackers receive a bounty from the company, the value of which varies depending on the severity of the threat and weakness. This proactive approach helps numerous companies stay one step ahead of black hat hackers and cyber criminals. 2. On the other hand, black hat hackers also seek out weaknesses in websites, but with malicious intent. Their primary goal is personal profit, achieved by exploiting these oversights to gain unauthorized access to a company's network. Once inside, they proceed to steal valuable information or data, which they then sell to interested parties. 3. Gray hat hackers, however, fall into a more ambiguous category. They either fit the mold of a purely good nor purely bad hacker. Some experts argue that once an individual commits a crime, they become a criminal. Nevertheless, gray hat hackers often consist of individuals who initially started as white hat hackers. These individuals may discover cybersecurity weaknesses that a company refuses to pay for. In such cases, they may choose to exploit these vulnerabilities for their own gain. The initial hackers had no intention of profiting from locking someone's personal files and data. Their aim was to manipulate the system or expose vulnerabilities that major corporations were unaware of. Their motive often revolved around the excitement of engaging in activities they weren't supposed to and experimenting with novel approaches and procedures, akin to the students at MIT. World first hacker Joe Ingressia, 1957. In 1957, Joe Ingressia discovered that whistling a specific pitch could disrupt phone recordings. Later, John Draper found that a toy whistle from Captain Crunch cereal boxes could produce the same pitch, leading to the formation of the phone phreaks. Draper then invented the blue box, an electronic device that could generate tones used by the phone company to route calls. With the blue box, phone phreaks gained worldwide calling abilities and access to restricted parts of the phone system. The phone phreaks had to familiarize themselves with phone company language and technical terms to overcome challenges and gain greater access through social engineering techniques. 1972. Steve Wozniak. Fueled by the Esquire article, Steve Wozniak's passion for exploration was ignited, prompting him to embark on the creation of his own blue box. He actively sought out John Draper and extended a warm invitation for him to visit his dorm in Berkeley, where he could demonstrate the intricacies of its usage. 1975. Exploring the legacy of the Homebrew Computer Club. The Homebrew Computer Club was an early computer hobbyist club that started in Silicon Valley. The club quickly grew in membership, from 32 members to 240 within a few months, and their mailing list expanded to over 1,500 individuals in 2 years. The main focus of the club was the open sharing of information, which attracted hackers and enthusiasts who were interested in building their own computers. These homemade computers were capable of various functions like playing games, producing music, and running graphics program. Steve Wozniak, one of the club members, went on to develop the groundbreaking Apple I computer, followed by the Apple II. The club members used any available hardware and software, including products from a new company called Microsoft, founded by Bill Gates and Paul Allen. However, the club received a letter from Microsoft threatening legal action if they continued to use their software. 1980 and 1990. During the 80s and 90s, with the advent of computers and technology, the landscape of hacking underwent a significant transformation. This shift occurred not only from the perspective of the government and businesses but also from the hackers themselves. Recognizing the potential for cybercrimes, the government and private enterprises took action by enacting laws and initiating legal proceedings against hackers. Conversely, the majority of hackers were primarily driven by the desire for excitement and the challenge of outsmarting the system. 1988. Kevin Mitnick, a notorious hacker, gained unauthorized access to Radio Shack's computers and modems at the age of 17, resulting in the theft of technical manuals and his subsequent arrest and juvenile sentence. In 1988, Kevin Mitnick targeted DC and hacked into their computer systems to obtain confidential information, resulting in his arrest and subsequent imprisonment. Mitnick violated his parole conditions by hacking into the passwords of the investigators monitoring him, leading to an arrest warrant and his status as the FBI's most wanted individual. Mitnick was arrested in 1995, spent 4.5 years in county jail without a trial, and was later sentenced to 5 years in prison but released in 2000 due to time already served. Phishing. Phishing refers to a type of cyber attack wherein unsolicited emails are employed to deceive the recipient into thinking that the provided link offers something of their interest or requirement, like a bank request or a message from a colleague. Upon clicking the link or sharing personal information, the hacker can effortlessly obtain access to confidential data, files, email accounts, and even financial records. 2000 New Millennium. With the advent of the new millennium and the subsequent surge in internet usage, computers underwent a transformation, becoming more compact and widespread. Consequently, businesses became increasingly dependent on this technology. Seizing this advantageous situation, certain individuals saw an opportunity to amass wealth through illicit means. In the late 90s and early 2000s, cybercrimes evolved from mere mischievous acts that disrupted productivity to malicious worms capable of compromising even nuclear facilities. This period marked the official entry of hacking into a new era. DDoS attack. Botnets are frequently employed in DDoS assaults and encompass a multitude of internet-connected devices that have been compromised by attackers. These botnets exploit the collective computational capabilities to disseminate copious volumes of spam, pilfer credentials on a massive scale, or conduct surveillance on individuals and institutions. Evolution of modern hacking. Most hackers can be categorized into either black hat or white hat hacking, with a few individuals falling into the gray hat category. The distinction between these categories is primarily driven by the potential monetary gains associated with illegal activities. The prevalence of financial losses resulting from modern hacks is evident. Data breaches targeting personal information, which may not initially cause financial harm, are often exploited later for financial gain through identity theft, phishing campaigns, or a combination of both. The prospects of hacking and vulnerabilities. Regrettably, it is highly likely that the future of hacking will replicate the history of hacking up until this point. This implies that cybercriminals will maintain their advantage over cybersecurity and intelligence agencies by employing novel techniques and more advanced forms of attacks. Several significant threats that we can anticipate in the future include: 1. Utilizing artificial intelligence to develop more effective social engineering attacks. 2. Ransomware attacks targeting cloud-based systems. 3. Phishing attempts aimed at deceiving individuals and obtaining sensitive information. 4. Hacking of Internet of Things devices, posing risks to interconnected systems. 5. Infiltrating large supply chains through exploiting vulnerabilities in smaller vendors. 6. Hacktivism, where hackers cause chaos by disrupting institutions. 7. Attacks sponsored by states, which pose a serious concern. State-sponsored attacks and hacktivism are particularly worrisome for most nations due to the limited control and preventive measures available. Moreover, these types of attacks have the potential to cripple various aspects of a country, such as the power grid or telecommunications infrastructure. With the continuous growth of connected devices, a single day of internet outage could render the entire system vulnerable. We delve into the depths of extensive research and invest a significant amount of time to bring you valuable information. Our relentless dedication and hard work are aimed at delivering a high-quality outcome. We kindly request your support in our journey by liking, subscribing, and sharing our content. Your encouragement fuels our motivation to continue producing informative videos. Join us in our pursuit of knowledge and help us make a difference. Thank you for your support.